Yo, this be the one them called N9ne, and I just jumped off the porch with dirty glove bastards.
Young man sitting on the front porch thinking how to get on a higher level of some sort. With the skill and dedication comes force, wonder how I'm gonna bring the gun for it.
Yes, sir. All right, y'all. We got a special one coming at y'all today. We got a legend in the building. N9ne,
Yes, sir.
jumping off the porch with us today. What's up, bro?
Man, great to be on the porch, man.
Yes, sir, man. Where it all started, for real, bro.
Yeah, man, take me back to 904 Michigan and Wayne Minor Projects, man,
Yes,
where I
sir.
was born, man.
Word.
Yes, sir.
Nah, I could dig it, man. And that's Kansas City, Missouri.
Kansas City, Missouri.
That's what's up, man. Now, how often, bro, do people get Kansas City, Missouri mixed up with Kansas City, Kansas?
All the time, man. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't know that KCK is the Kansas side, Kansas City, Missouri is the city.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And we the city slickers.
Now, and it's crazy because for the longest, I didn't even know. And I had to, do my research some years back and just get the understanding of Kansas City, Kansas, Kansas City, Missouri, the fact like how close it even is. It's kind of similar to how
It's a bridge.
Yep, and it's very similar to how Memphis and West Memphis, Arkansas is.
For sure,
Because if
for
you're in
sure.
Memphis, you in Memphis, Tennessee, but then you go across the bridge to West Memphis and you're in Arkansas. It's
Right.
like very similar.
So many artists then came to Kansas City and said, "What's up, Kansas? Boo!" You know what I mean? Because they
Yeah.
come to Missouri and say, "What's up, Kansas?"
Yeah.
And it's easy to do that because it's Kansas City, Missouri, though.
Yeah.
And then it's Kansas City, Kansas. Two different things.
Right.
Even though we're both in the house at the concerts.
Yeah.
When you come to Kansas City, Missouri, and say, "What's up, Kansas?" Boo.
Yeah, you say that joke, we not in Kansas anymore. That don't work in Missouri.
Nah.
They gonna be looking at you
They still
crazy.
use it against us, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Word. Now, I can dig it, man. So tell us about, like your memories of Kansas City. Like, when did you jump off the porch?
When I jump off the porch, I don't think I ever jumped off the porch, man. You know what I'm saying? I've always been on the porch.
Huh.
I've always been a part of the hood and everything. You know what I'm sizzling? But as far as my first porch, 904 Michigan, Wayne Minor Projects, Kansas City, Missouri, man.
Yeah.
I was born and raised there. Moved away when I was 10. Then I got on the porch, jumped on the porch in the 50s, man. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? And I stayed in the 50s till I was like 17, man,
Word.
before I ran away from home to become N9ne, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Word. Now I can dig it. So at what point would you say in your life did you like find your, like gain your knowledge of self, sort of pull away from like your parents' tutelage and like really like become the individual like that you are?
I ran away from home at 17, man, and I had to get out there and figure it out, and knowledge of self is still evolving. You know what I mean? I'm still finding out more and more every day.
Yeah.
But running away from home at 17, I had to find out a lot faster. You know what I mean? To be in the spots where I won't get got, to stay with family.
Yeah.
Even when I started selling dope for family, I had to try to keep my head on a swivel back then when I was 19, work my way through the dope game into the music game.
Yeah.
And I think I did that mighty well, man, this being my 54th year of living, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, nah, for sure.
Yeah.
And it's dope because, we just celebrated 50 years of hip hop.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, I'm older than the culture.
Hey, but when you were coming up and when you were finding your love for the culture, would you have believed that, hip hop would take it this far? You know what I mean? All pun intended.
I think we could never know that hip hop would go this far, especially with me.
Yeah.
With the painted face and, the red nose, the clown and the red spiked hair wasn't what culture was doing.
Right.
Or what hip hop culture was doing per se,
Mm-hmm.
So I never thought that even I would be the #1 independent rapper in the world, but we just go.
Yeah.
As hip hoppers, we just go. And we also go in different genres and make our mark. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And just keep going until it's worldwide. Next thing you know, we're performing in 2019. We was performing in Moscow for the first time, you know what I'm saying? A sold out show,
Yeah.
N9ne, you know? So we could never know how far I could go, but so proud that it's grown to this.
Yeah.
And it keeps on morphing into something different. As long as I've known hip hop, it morphs all the time.
Absolutely.
And people that were back here when it was still morphing hate what it morphed into. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No matter what. Even when we was morphing, our parents was like, hell no, that ain't
Right.
gonna last.
Right.
You know what I'm sizzling? So the next generation comes and this generation is talk crazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So this too shall pass.
Yeah.
And it will morph again. But I'm gonna tell you one thing, it's tried and true. Us lyrical MCs will be there. We've been there since the beginning. We'll be here until the world is no more.
Yeah, nah, for sure. That wordplay is always going to be something that's respected and something that's going to stand the test of time.
Yes, sir. That's one thing I know for sure.
Yo, so early in your career, you called yourself the Lord of the Weird.
Lord of Weird.
Lord of Weird.
Lord of Weird.
And, you know, it's interesting how we're talking about just how, you know, everything goes in cycles and how, you know, you know what I mean, like how the culture is transcended and everything. Back then, you were so different. You like you said, with the red hair,
Yes, sir.
the mohawk, the
Yes,
spiked
sir.
hair.
Yes, sir.
You know, the face paint. Like it was
Yeah.
looked at as a, you know, you were looked at as an outcast
And weird.
and weird back then.
Same thing they said about Andre.
But
You know what I'm
now,
saying? Yeah.
being weird, being different is cool.
It's the thing, and that's so funny to me because it was so hard for me at the beginning. You know, I was demonized because of it, and now you see the younger generation running with just that. You know, with the red hair, the red
Yeah.
spikes like Lil Uzi Vert. You
Yep,
know what I'm
yep,
sizzling.
yep.
And
Lil
it's
Yachty with the red hair.
Yeah, Lil Yachty, you
Yeah.
know.
Trippy Red.
Yeah, all that, man. You know, just me sticking my neck out like that in the beginning made a way for them, you know. And I think it's a great thing for sure, man. It's just funny to me how I was a devil worshiper back then to everybody, but these niggas can wear upside down crosses
Right.
and be accepted. It's
Right.
funny.
Right. Nah, definitely.
I've never worn an upside down cross out of respect for how I was raised,
Yeah.
Christian.
Yeah.
My mom married a Muslim when I was 12, and I studied Islam as well, but I was raised Christian mostly, you know?
Yeah, nah,
Yeah.
for sure. And I mean, it's like, you know, that saying, like, you walk so they can run.
Yes, sir. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And being a visionary, you know, you're always sort of alone, sort of an outcast, you know, where people don't see the vision until, like, until it's, you know, until you winning or until
Yeah,
it's.
until other people agree,
Yeah.
people call you corny because it ain't their norm, what they're used to. But when it catches on, oh, I knew about that way back in the day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm sizzling? People tend to follow the horde. You know what I'm saying?
No, for sure.
Yeah.
And even early in your career, people tried to group you into the whole horrorcore
Yeah, they did.
vibe. But
Nah.
I felt like your music wasn't necessarily horrorcore. It was just like the
imagery.
image. Yeah.
The imagery. I think that's where they got it messed up, man, is that horrorcore was shock rap.
Yeah.
I have always wrote my life, but when you put it to the Halloween theme, you know what I'm sizzling, people will put it in that category when actually I'm telling my true story about being involved with psycho bitches. You know what I'm saying? So I've never labeled my music horrorcore. People did because of the dark imagery and the dark stories.
Yeah.
But the dark stories were actually my life. So I would never put a title like horrorcore on my music being my life. It's just the imagery for show.
Word. And who were some of the, like, who were you influenced by early in your life, you know, when you were getting into music?
I was influenced by anything NWA, Ice Cube, Eazy-E, DOC, and then Public Enemy, man, power music. Without Public Enemy, man, it would be no Straight Out the Gate by Tech-9, no Einstein by Tech-9, no Red Kingdom by Tech-9, you know what I'm saying? Just power music, man, like Fight the Power and, you know, Welcome to the Terror Dome, you know what I'm saying?
I was just listening to Welcome to the Terror Dome
power
before I
music.
came in here.
Can't Trust It, you know what I'm saying? Just power music, man,
Yeah.
you know? I wanted to adopt that over the years, you know? Lyrically, DOC, Ice Cube, Eric B. and Rakim, BDP.
Oh yeah. No, I can.
LL
dig.
Cool J too, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Run DMC too, but you know.
Yeah,
you get
nah,
it.
for sure,
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah.
And you know, like you were saying earlier, like you were telling the truth just about your life.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you get credit enough for the storytelling
Right.
aspect, you know, of your music and like how deep like you can get like with, you know, with telling stories.
Well, if they've never given me my flowers about the stories I've told throughout my catalog, come June 27th, when 5816 Forest drops, all stories about my life, you know what I mean? It's my audio series with 17 episodes about my life on 5816 Forest from age 12 to age 17 when I ran away from home to become Tech-9 in chronological order, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, you know what I'm saying? Then out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? These are all stories. So my storytelling abilities, which they say that's a part of hip hop, the art of storytelling.
Absolutely.
I'm one of the best at it.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Just listen to the album and tell me what you think after that. If I'm not telling you stories that you can't see, then I ain't telling the truth about me being elite when it comes to storytelling.
Yeah.
So when people hear this, they've heard some songs that we released thus far, J6's, This I Know, RDV, The Birth, you know, a couple songs we put out there already, stories all day, all night. But this whole album is about a time period when I lived on 5816 Forest, man, the art of storytelling at its best.
Yeah.
I challenge anybody to disagree.
And your song J6 almost wore some Jordan 6s today. I
Yeah,
decided to
yeah,
wear the
yeah,
ones,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? But how significant, like, you know, were those to your life and just even sneaker culture? Like, were you always into sneaker culture earlier?
Nah, not like that. I couldn't afford them.
Yeah.
I couldn't afford them back then, man.
Yeah.
You know, but after I started selling dope for my relative, I could afford to buy some J's.
Yeah.
You feel me? After I ran away from home. My stepfather was Muslim, so he wouldn't let me buy all that bullshit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's like, you gonna go to school with slacks and florsums and shirt and tie. You know, I'm like, ugh, you know what I'm saying? So when I ran away at 17 and started selling dope for my relative, you know, 91, I remember having those all black J6 infrared colorways, man. You know what I mean? And bad luck type of cat, you know, I never really won anything in my life up to that point. Heard about a rap contest up at this teen club on Broadway in Kansas City. Went up there, went against everybody, won, boom. My first contest I've ever won in my life. You know, I've been in pop contests and come in second and third and all that kind of shit, break dance and everything, come in second or third, no, never ever won anything like first place winner, you know?
Yeah.
This time I did in 91. I won to open up for EPMD at a big arena called Kemper Arena in Kansas City. It fell on the same day as my graduation, you know what I'm saying, my 12th grade year, man, you know? And I had to choose one or the other because it was happening at the same time. And I chose that to be on stage, not getting my diploma, but performing before EPMD.
Yeah.
That's when I know I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna try to become Tech-9, man, all the way. And I looked at them as my good luck shoes, J6s. A lot of things happened in those shoes and dope dealing situations that I came out unscathed. You know what I mean? And the contest winning was like the last verse, you know what I mean? And, you know, situations where I might have had to kill somebody, but happened to know the guy from my hood and didn't have to.
Yeah.
You know, like real things that happened when I had on these shoes in 91. What else happened in 91 that tripped me out? When I was writing it, I wasn't even tripping. I didn't really remember. But when I did the research, Michael Jordan that same year won his first championship in the same shoes.
Yeah.
So what if he looks at his J6s as good luck charms as well? One will never know until I talk to him.
Yeah.
You know?
That's ill though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His first championship.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, I remember Jay wearing the infrareds and
That's crazy.
yeah,
'Cause I'm writing this song talking about these are my good luck shoes.
yeah.
Not even remembering about what else happened in 91.
So you chose one stage over the other.
Yes, sir.
And
I'm
it
still on stage.
turned out victorious. Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm on stage all over the world now.
Word. No, that's what's up.
Now they just got to give me a Jordan.
Yeah, straight up. Come on.
An air technician, baby.
Yo,
I'm
look,
waiting.
we need to
I'm
hit
waiting.
we need to hit up Reggie over there at Jordan. Get them Tech 9 J's.
Yeah. They know.
Yeah.
You know, people been knocking at him.
Yeah.
I'm steady getting my name up. That's why you see me about to go on 2 tours, you know.
Yeah.
One metal tour that starts early August with Falling in Reverse and Wage War and Slaughter to Prevail and other metal bands. And then right after that, I'm going on tour with Bone Thugs and Harmony and 3-6 Mafia on the Thuggish Ruggish Mafia tour. I'm steady building Tech 9 after I've built Tech 9 all the way up.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to build them all the way up to where a Jordan is second nature to them, you know what I'm saying?
Hearing you say that the way that you say it, I can understand too, like why you've been so successful, because it seems that you've never been stagnant, you've never been satisfied, even with the wins that you have achieved, even with the accolades that you have received, and forever, you know, continuing to grow and build and have that same, I would say, humbleness about it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I feel like I ain't got everything I came for. You know, yeah, I've been on the Forbes list like 4 more times.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got the money. Yeah, we don't have to tour, but we love spreading our love to the fans through song, you know what I'm saying? But there's so many places I haven't walked on yet on this planet. If I ain't did a show in Africa, I ain't done it yet. You know what I'm saying? I gotta do it. I ain't done a show in Japan or China, gotta do it.
Yeah.
I ain't been in Dubai to do it, gotta do it. Been everywhere, been a lot of places. I ain't been to India, I ain't been to Iran, you know what I'm saying? To really tread, man, I've been in Istanbul doing shows that sold out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's so many places that I gotta touch.
Yeah.
I found out from Ancestry that I got the most percentage of Nigerian in my blood. You know? I gotta go to Nigeria, baby.
Yeah.
And do a show. I gotta see where I'm from.
Nah, for sure.
You know? So it's so many places. That's why I say we can't stop now.
Yeah.
With all this Fetty Homes, we can't stop now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like we gotta keep on moving and keep on building that Tech 9 name up, man, so we can go all over this motherfucker.
You move with a hunger like your stomach is still growling.
Oh man, it is, man. Like I ain't just talking about that.
Yeah.
I'm still rapping like I ain't ate when I can get everything I want to eat. You know, but it's like I still get giddy when I hear a dope beat, man. Still to this day. To this day, I hear something dope. Oh, I got to get on that.
Yeah.
I got to get on that. And you know, everybody from the young generation to the older generation, they all want to race me. Becca, they all want to race me.
Yeah.
I'm tired of racing, but I will race with you.
Yeah.
If that beat is dope. You know what
Yo,
I'm saying?
so, you know, it's interesting, like there's this ageism in hip hop where on one side of it, you know, you hear people talking about artists that are, you know, over 40 and like, man, you still rapping? You still, you know, doing this? Or you hear Andre 3000, you know, saying like,
oh my God.
you know, I don't feel like I have anything to rap about, when all us fans want to hear what he's got to talk about.
Let me tell you something about that. That's all fine and cool, Mr. 3K. But if you didn't do that verse on Michael, we'd let you have it. But he said that after he did that shit for Killer Mike.
Right.
Oh, shut up.
Come on, bruh. Like you
You bussin'. We don't know what the fuck he talking about, but it's dope.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, nah, for sure.
So, with that being said, only in our culture do they say, you still rapping?
Right.
Only in our culture. Not in no other culture. They don't say it to Mick Jagger out there shaking his ass on stage, or the Eagles, or, Willie Nelson, nigga.
Springsteen.
Yeah, Bruce Springsteen. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Steely Dan, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. We're the only culture where we have a time limit. Fuck that. Andre feel like that he ain't got nothing to say. He gonna talk about his what'd he say? Colonoscopy or something? I don't know what he said. I'm like, shit, I'll talk about mine.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
real.
saying? But, I think I'm older than Andre 3000. I'll be 54 November 8th. And I'm more treacherous than ever with my brain dictating what the pen writes and the pitches that are in the back of my head that I ain't done yet. You know what I'm saying? And the cadences I ain't hit. I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm excited in my 54th year to talk. And then when I go do my shows, the fans are younger, 4 and 5 years old, and 10 and 11 and 13, 14, 15. They're getting younger, blood.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what?
What's your secret to, for us that are aspiring to get to 54 and past that, and having the energy that you have, looking as young as you looking, bruh, and still able to rock the stage the way that you rocking it, bruh? Like, what fountain of youth have you hit, bruh? Like, which one of these countries you ain't telling us about? Which one of these islands you ain't telling us about, bruh, where that fountain of youth is, man?
Hey, man, it's hard enough to not become a statistic as a black man in America. We gotta fight us. We gotta fight the racists. We gotta fight the system. We gotta fight all types of oppression, man. So it's hard enough to get up in these numbers. But when it comes to me, you gotta have people in your life that'll push you in the direction of stop drinking that liquor, it's killing you. Stop eating all that sugar, it's killing you. Go get a colon cleanse, go get a colonoscopy. You're in your 50s. Do a parasite cleanse. Don't use all that oily stuff on your face. Using the cocoa butter and the shea butter is too oily. Use tallow. Use tallow butter.
Yeah.
And it'll stop your sebaceous cyst, Tech-9. Your doctor will tell you got to cut the sebaceous cyst out and you'll have a mark on your face forever, your beautiful face. Use tallow, it's not as oily. All the things I just said are words from my wife. So, when I say have somebody around you that'll lead you in the right direction, it ain't gotta be your wife. It could be your uncle. It could be your best friend. It could be your kids, one of your kids that's doing the right thing. 2 of your kids, I don't know.
Yeah.
But because I have people in my corner and a trainer and all these wonderful pages that'll tell you what foods you shouldn't eat. Don't eat no more cereal, man. Now I'm eating, what do you call it? Like granola, man. You know what I'm saying? As my cereal. You know what I'm saying? Like something bear granola or something.
Yeah.
And what do you call it? Coconut milk.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like this is all my life, man. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to lead my destructive ass in a right direction. Yeah. Don't get it wrong. I've always had pretty skin, but not like this. You know what I'm saying? So the secret ain't no other island or nothing. I ain't found it yet. I ain't did no facials yet. She said, if you did facials, baby, you'll be even better.
Huh.
I ain't started yet.
Yeah.
She ain't took me to the facial yet. You know what I'm saying? If you just do facials on a regular, I'm like, better than this?
Huh.
You know what I'm saying? And, you know, I found out about a guy called Dr. Sabah in the UK. He's a anti-aging doctor. I did a song called Dr. Sabah, never seen him, never went to go use his products or nothing. But because I did the song and the video shot up with me and Landon Fire, man, you know, a little 14-year-old kid at the time that was busting, he'd be busting, named Landon Fire. We did Dr. Sabah. Dr. Sabah sent me to Strange Music, his ointment, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, and I gave it to my wife.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, Lynn? So I ain't used none of that. It's just all the things from my wife that led me in the right direction of youthfulness.
Yeah, for sure.
We just had a baby. She's 2.
Okay. Congrats
So
on that.
being here super long, you know, for her 18th birthday or 25th birthday and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, man.
Nah, for sure.
It's about that, man. So now I ain't found no fountain of youth in that. I found fountain, you know, the more sex you have too, you know, the more you,
Yeah.
you know, some people say retention,
Retention,
like Kevin Gates, you know what I'm saying? Fuck the retention, that's cool. But they also say if you let that, you know.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Huh. Yeah, they say with the dairy and with the sugar, like they say that builds up so much mucus inside
It
of
does.
you that,
And mucus the sickness is in the mucus.
yeah,
You know? You ain't heard me go not once while we talking.
yeah,
You know? My water's right over here, I ain't even opened it. Because naturally water going inside, you know what I'm saying? I'm oil, you know, I'm oiled up, you know what I'm saying? Naturally, with a little tallow in the morning. That's all it takes, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I can dig it, man. Nah, you take care of yourself and you definitely can preserve yourself. But
Yeah.
eating a lot of bullshit is definitely the cause.
Turning it around will turn that growing old look around. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, for sure,
Yeah.
for sure.
And doing stuff with your legs, man. You know what I'm saying? That'll increase that testosterone, man.
Yeah.
I notice when I be on stage, you know what I'm saying, and my lady, I look at a picture of my lady and my shit, like, damn, man, my testosterone working, man.
Yeah.
So I got home, I'm like, baby, we gotta get up and walk every morning now. We gotta get up and walk and run. I need to keep my legs so I can stay right for you, baby.
Yeah.
Bow!
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Sorry, that's TMI, man. But
Hey man,
it's just a
shit.
thing.
Nah, look, the folks that's watching need to know, man, cause shit,
Yeah.
a lot of these young cats, man, they
Yeah.
taking these perks and they
Yeah, man.
doing all this shit, man. They dicks
And
ain't
their sex
working
drive will
in
be outta
20s
here,
and
you
30s
know what I'm
and all that.
saying?
Like,
Yeah.
nah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? My wife 37 going on 38, man. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? She ain't trying to hear,
Nah,
I'm
hell
tired.
nah.
You feel me?
Look, you ain't trying to be taking no gas station pills.
Working on my
fuck
legs
around
like a
and-
motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And lifting as well. You know what
So
I'm
you
saying?
doing body squats
Doing my
and all types
burpees
of
and
shit.
everything.
Yeah.
Niggas like, shit, I ain't gonna be going soft, you know, nigga. No.
Hell nah.
Sorry.
No, that's real, bro. Yo, so you know, some consider you the king of the underground, the king of the independents.
Okay, yeah.
You know,
They say both.
yeah, and so I know that like you said that you know gotten a lot of game from E40 and Master P and
Yes,
like
yes.
Steve Rifkin, people
ICP
like,
too.
yeah, Master P, yeah.
ICP too.
Oh, ICP, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
What made you stay independent for so long?
The majors that I was a part of in '93 with Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis, much love to them. Quincy Jones in '97, much love to him, rest in peace. J. Core, Interscope, '98. You know, I ain't want to go back. I ain't want to go back to the majors. So, me and my partner, Travis O'Gwen, starting Strange Music. I met him in '98. We put the shit together in '99. Our first release was 2001, Angelic. Why would we turn backwards? We're gonna stay independent till we ain't doing it no more.
Yeah.
You know? We're still doing this and we're still getting on major tours and everything, you know what I'm sizzling? Like right now, being independent. Still got our core fan base. Still selling merch every day
Yeah.
off of our site, our web store. You feel me? See ya.
And you were one of the first artists that was like really selling your own merch and distributing your own merch as well, right?
Yeah. We're one of the first.
Yeah.
Not the first, but we're one of the first that
Yeah.
started it early on, you know what I'm saying? And showing the game that you can also do it yourself, but you're using your own money. So be careful, because you can lose. We lost.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Should we start winning?
But that's what any business.
Yeah,
you know?
man.
You,
Yeah, man.
You have to go into it understanding that you can and will take some losses before you know
Before they come up.
Yeah, before that come up.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And we took some losses, man. But once you believe that you can go far, if you can picture that shit, your trajectory will be coming.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And is it true that for other artists that you were actually certain artists, I don't know if this is the right way to say it, you were their distributor for their merch as well for a long time? Like, I think I heard that like for Wiz Khalifa, you like his merch was being basically distributed like by your company. Is that accurate?
I think so. I know we did it for E40, Paul Wall, you know what I'm saying, stuff like
Yeah.
that, but I done lost track, man, of everybody. I know we was about to do Snoop,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? I got a word that we was gonna do Slipknot back in the day. I don't know, man. You know, I can't keep up with it, but yeah.
So you got so much business going
Yeah,
on. You don't know-
yeah. I don't want to say, yeah, we did it for Wiz, we
Yeah,
did it for
yeah.
Slipknot. They're like, nah, we didn't actually do that deal. You know what I'm saying? They'll be like, oh, sorry and shit.
Yeah. And you and Yuckmouth have a dope relationship.
Yes, sir.
I always thought that you guys like were signed to the same label, or I know like y'all logos kind of looked similar to me.
That's what he said too, because of the dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah, because of the Smoke a Lot dragon.
Yeah.
And the strange music emblem. Although I wasn't copying Yuckmouth's emblem, you know, the snake with the wings or whatever, you know what I'm sizzling, I can totally see the similarity, even though they're different. You know what I'm saying? Strange music. Some people on the East Coast, when they see me walk by, they say Wu-Tang, you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So upside down, you know, they think it's Wu-Tang. I'm like, nah. Ain't Wu-Tang, you know? But my idea back in '97, when I got my deal with Quincy Jones, they took us to a publishing company called Windswept Pacific. And when they asked me what did I want my publishing company to be called, I said I wanted it to be EGN Arts, Entertainment Group 9 Arts, EGN Arts, music. When you read EGN Arts backwards, it says strange. This is before I met my partner. So when I met Trav and he said, what you think our label could be called? I said, I always wanted it to be strange music because I'm a Doors fan, you know what I'm saying? Strange days, people are strange, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. When, hold on, what was I talking about? What was the point I was trying to make? I lost it real quick because I go off on tangents.
You were talking about just how you came up with the
Oh yeah.
strange music.
Yeah. So it being similar to you said Yuckmouths. When I first came up with the idea, I wanted it to be the snake from the rod of Asclepius. You've seen it before on hospitals. It's
Okay.
a snake
Yeah,
going
yeah.
around a rod.
Yeah.
It's called the rod of Asclepius. It's Greek mythology. It symbolizes medicine. The bat, I wanted the bat to be the M. You know what I'm saying? But the bat is nocturnal in the night. So we are the medicine to navigate through the darkness. Strange music, that's what I always wanted for this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Not comparing it to nothing I've ever seen. Even though there are similarities with Yuck and Wu-Tang, some say, you know what I mean? Or even the Iron Fist. People like, you got the Iron Fist on you. I'm like,
Yeah.
I didn't know shit about the Iron Fist. We didn't have comic books in the ghetto, my nigga. You know, and but there are similarities, but no meaning like this.
Word.
And I didn't take that image from nothing I've seen. I dreamt this, you know.
Yeah. Word. Now,
I mean, I dreamed this.
yeah, you and Yuck song, Bum Bells,
Bam,
super
shit is
dope
heated.
joint.
Your shit's deleted.
Yeah.
And when you need it, we drunken with it.
Huh.
Long as this rap shit sells, up niggas with figures, we keep releasing the Bum Bell. Crazy, I remember that hook.
Yo, and I remember back then too, like Murder Dog magazine used to feature you a lot. You had a couple of covers on Murder Dog. And
Oh, yes, I did.
And me just being that was like one of my favorite magazines back in the day,
Right.
because the music that I loved and was listening to, The Source and Double XL, wasn't really up on it yet.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Black Dog Bone
Black
had that
Dog
shit
Bone,
popping.
yo.
Everybody, I used to see X-Rated in there all the time, C-Mob in there all the time.
Yeah.
You know, just so many underground artists, you know what I'm saying, coming forth. And Black Dog Bone was nice enough to have me on the cover of 1 or 2 or 3, I don't know.
Yeah.
You know, Murder Dog, man, that was a time in hip hop.
Nah, for sure. And with strange music, like you just mentioned X-Rated. I know y'all just dropped a video too.
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
I was watching it when you came in.
Word.
Damnation.
Damnation. He's a dude who you guys have had several collaborations. I've always wondered why y'all never put out a joint project.
Oh man, you know, he's a newly signed artist, man. Who's to say we won't? You know?
Yeah.
We got a gang of songs together already. After people saw Damnation, that's all, come on man, y'all gotta do it. We just gotta find the time.
Yeah.
You know, look where I'm at right now. You know what I'm saying? X-Rated, he's about to go to Fresno and do a big show, you know what I'm saying? We
Yeah.
both major artists, man.
Yeah. Nah, for
So,
sure.
you know, to find that time is the hardest thing, you
Yeah.
know, but the chemistry is definitely there.
And how are you going about, you know, over this time, like finding artists to put on strange music? Because you've always had dope artists with, you know, their own styles, individuals, you know what I mean, from Chris Calico,
Yeah.
I know Atlanta's own Ritz, he was signed
Ritz,
to the label.
Seth's Crew,
Yeah.
JL, Stevie Stone, all of them, man. All of them. And what they all have in common, they're elite artists. I look for elite artistry, like myself, but their own style. Just because they're elite artists don't mean they sound like Tech-9 if they happen to have their style of rapping fast. People just hear fast and don't understand that our cadences are totally different. Our voices are totally different. We don't sound like Bone. Bone don't sound like Twista.
Right.
Twista don't sound like Busta.
Right.
Busta don't sound like Eminem. You feel me?
Yeah.
You know, and Eminem don't sound like Do or Die. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know, or you know, JL don't sound like Twisted Insane. You know what I'm saying? Twisted Insane don't sound like T Nutty. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or Lynch Hung. You know?
Yeah.
We all have a difference. You feel me? And I look for elite artistry through our whole 25 years. That's what I'm looking for. I'm checking out this female artist right now. Her name is Venom Stay Drippin'. Man, she's treacherous. She can sing, she can rap, she got rhythm to a T.
Yeah.
She's already with my artist, King ISO, you know what I'm saying?
Okay,
He has
yeah.
a subsidiary called Be Well, and she's a part of it.
Okay.
You feel me? Venom Stay Drippin'. Dope. You're gonna
Yeah.
hear us on a song
She
real
got a
soon.
dope ass name.
Elite artist.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Elite artist. When you see her, you're like, damn, that's Venom Stay Drippin'?
Huh.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like crazy.
And you just mentioned a bunch of artists that rap fast, the tongue twist, and the rapid fire. Like, let's talk about Worldwide Choppers.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Worldwide Choppers, man.
That's like a legendary song. I feel like a legendary series of songs from the Midwest Choppers to the
You know,
Worldwide Choppers.
that song actually started here in Atlanta at Tree Sound, man.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I did my verse. Then Yellow Wolf was the first one to come drop his. Tree Sound, man, and we started building on it from there, man.
Yeah.
Yellow Wolf turned into Twister. Twister turned into Buster. Buster turned into Uso from Denmark, Germany. You know, Uso turned into Jayza from Turkey. You know, Jayza turned into JL. You know what I'm saying? JL turned into D-Lo. You know what I'm saying? So many people, man. So many dope MCs. And it went platinum without a video or radio. That is a testament to independence, baby.
Yeah.
That's the one you know, of course we say he'll go crazy, yeah, with 2 Chainz and B.O.B., yeah. That was gonna go platinum. We kind of figured that might go, you know what I'm saying? Not knowing, we knew it was a hit, but we didn't know how far it would go.
Yeah.
You know, but Worldwide Choppers, intricate spitting, it's not really a mainstream type thing, you know what I'm saying? Of course, when you think of Eminem, that's mainstream, and Kendrick, that's mainstream, you know what I'm saying? You got some fast spitters in there, you know what I'm saying? But this was from an underground king, N9ne, with all these spitters all around the world intertwined with major artists. You never know how far that's gonna go with all that fast spitting.
Yeah.
And people can't really say it.
Right.
Don't seem like something that would be for the masses. Shit, that shit went platinum, homie.
And how does that make you feel when, you know, I mean, your whole career has been you know, doing things your own way, not following, you know, the system or whatever people say you got to do. When you do a song that's so non-traditional and it goes platinum, like, I know, like, to yourself, it's like, see, I told y'all, motherfuckers.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of like I told y'all, but I ain't tell them nothing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like, oh, really? That means that good music will sell no matter what, no matter if it's dumbed down or if it's intricate.
Yeah.
There's the proof. Some more proof. It's Fragile with me and Kendrick.
Yeah.
We bussin'.
Yeah, that song is crazy.
But that hook is the catcher.
Yeah.
Fragile. You know, it's just beautiful music to your ears, and that beat.
Yeah.
Holy moly. And Mayday, singing at the beginning, this feels great.
Yeah.
It's a perfect storm. But it's, some of the people appointed to give an opinion, you know, it's really bussin', man, you know? And it's platinum, so that's a testament to not only the dumbed down songs go, and with these other ones that don't got a video or radio play, Worldwide Choppers, boom. Because the world was involved and the world was tuned in to know the tightest choppers or the dopest choppers all on one song. And Eminem said, nah, I gotta get a part of that.
Yeah.
And he was on Worldwide Choppers 2, Speed 'em.
Yeah. Yeah.
After that, I said it wasn't gonna be no more.
Huh.
With me, him, and Chris Calico. The fans was mad because it wasn't people worldwide like Worldwide Choppers.
Right, right.
And I had an idea to put other artists on that one too. And my team was like, nah, man, you can't put nobody else on that song. You and Eminem, dog. You don't want to put all these no-name people on this song. I'm like, I don't know. That's what made the first one go.
Right, right.
I don't think Speed 'em is even gold yet. You know what I'm saying? But it's a big song with me, Eminem, and Chris Calico. And some of the fans, a lot of the fans were like, this ain't Worldwide Choppers. I'm like, yes, it is.
Yeah.
I said, because we're the dopest choppers worldwide, motherfucker.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So now people are asking me, is there a chance for another one? After I said, because me and my nigga Twister Ruler, and this is it, you know? I'm energized.
Yeah.
So if I hear a beat that's worthy of another Choppers,
Yeah.
David Banner had one some years ago. We couldn't get it cleared. I don't know. For some reason, we couldn't get it cleared. But Annie Lennox fucking Here comes the rain again. Oh my God, my nigga! I thought I had it.
Yo, when you around these rappers that tongue twist, all you guys that some of the fastest rappers in the world, like do you have little competitions? Do you have, you know what I mean? Like who's the fastest?
To me, it ain't about how fast you can go, my friend. It's about clarity while speeding.
Yeah.
Because if they can't hear you, it's just gibberish.
Yeah, that's why I've always loved Twista so much, because I feel like he raps so fast, but he's enunciating every word, every syllable.
Yes, sir. He's a monster.
Yeah.
Whoever said that he ain't one of the, I don't know, he might have had the best verse on Worldwide Choppers. You know, Busta gonna say, shit. Busta was dynamic.
Yeah.
Busta and Twister was super dynamic.
Yeah.
I was too. Follow me. All around the planet, I run the gamut on psychology. Think I never managed to do damage with no apology. Pick him off the panic, a little manic, cause I gotta be frantic. I'm a genic, cause I'm an oddity. Gotta track like I'm good with that mama knockers. I got pop at you, pop cause I'm partners with one flocker. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I'm going.
Yeah.
Busta heard it and say, hey man, who are those niggas rapping with you on that verse? I said, that's me. That's all you? I said, yeah. He said, you a crazy nigga, son. Cause I was switching cadences and pitches every 4 bars.
Yeah.
Get him up, I ain't done on my dinner. I'm doing all kind of singing and shit. Yeah, man. You know, Twista, he came on there, and people just don't talk about it enough. His verse on Worldwide Choppers, my nigga, it's like, ooh.
He went crazy on there.
This nigga crazy.
Come on, man.
This nigga crazy.
Straight up.
So, and then Twisted Insane ended it. You can feel me. It's quadruple time to death, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I had some fucking treacherous choppers on that motherfucker. And it went platinum, nigga, I'm gonna keep saying it.
Yeah, nah, for sure.
Without no video or no radio.
Come
Ooh
on.
wee.
Come on. That's true. The fans really tapping in and fucking with it.
When I'm in my house and I'm showing people my plaques, I said, this one is really a win. Because of Worldwide Choppers with all these people on it and still went platinum.
I mean, the fact that you even are extending your platform, and all of these artists who probably have never, some of these artists probably have never had a platinum plaque.
Right.
And you know what I mean? Because of your platform, I've been able to get one. I mean,
Right,
that's
right,
dope.
right.
You extending your platform.
And that's the beautiful thing. I always share the inspiration, man. You know what I mean? I don't keep it all to myself.
Yeah.
I share the inspiration. Like, listen to this verse, man. Can you put something on there?
Yeah.
Listen to this verse, Eminem. What you think? You think you can do that? I'm on speed. I'm like, I'm the fury, the final flight. I flip it on fraudulent fellas, fulfilling fright. I flick it on fire, finish him when I'm flowing flight, feminine fakers fall. I'm plugging the flow with a fife. You know what I'm saying? He's like, damn. Okay, I gotta come. He came in and fucking obliterated the track.
Yeah.
You know, and that's why I send my best, so whoever's on it will do their very best. You heard Tip Harris on the Bible. Fuck up, they're going back and forth with a nigga. What we want to do? You know, I know the truth. A nigga won't talk, but it really don't do what he say. But what he say, I'll lay a nigga down right now. Fade to the concrete, no to the ground. Fade to the paper, the bowl, the ground, and the hole, the ground, and the bowl, the ground. That nigga's killing it. He's a monster.
Yeah.
He's a monster. And when I send music, they know a monster sent it. They know a monster sent it, that is.
Yeah.
So, I love the space that I created.
Yeah.
I love, man.
You truly created your own lane.
Yeah,
that
man.
that you're able to live in,
Yeah.
your own bubble that you're able to live in, and don't
Yeah.
have to conform to anything that anybody else is doing.
Yeah, man. It kind of irks me that when R.A. the Rugged Man sent me Hallelujah, it was a beat going and I was like, you know, I'm rapping like bend the ball, bend it, bend it, bend it, bend it, no, bend the limits, no, bend the limits, Charles. Call it what you want, but about my phone, but about it, you know, I'm just buzzing. I am, I didn't go, you know, I didn't know that it was gonna be a fast track.
Yeah.
And when I heard his verse, I'm like, God damn it. That nigga, he went. You know
He
what I'm
going
saying?
fast thinking that you was going to be
He thought I was gonna do that.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And I was
yeah.
like, damn, I missed it. You know what I'm saying? But my verse is still dope, though.
Yeah. So you mentioned the song with Kendrick, Fragile, but then I know that you have a long-standing relationship like with TDE. You actually distributed J-Rock's first album.
Oh yeah. We actually got him out of the Warner Brothers deal, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I was at Warner Brothers doing his marketing back then.
Yes, sir.
Hating that the powers that be, you know, wouldn't allow him to really flourish. You know what I mean? Because a
man.
lot of us that were in the building working.
A lot of them don't understand culture like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like the hood like that.
Yeah.
You know what
But
I'm saying?
cats like me, Richie, Naeem, like there were a couple of us that knew what it was and was
Right.
really trying to, you know, push for it. But you know,
Right, man. But we got him over at Strange, and you know, Follow Me Home was the album we did. Took him on a tour. You know, Kendrick came out on that tour. I got him on a few songs. One song before Fragile, nobody knew who he was. Around Good Kid, Mad City came out. He did Fragile, went all the way up. All the way up.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's our family, man. You know what I'm saying? TDE.
Yeah.
To this day. To this day.
Nah, for sure. And you featured with so many artists from, you know, mainstream commercial artists to underground artists. I mean, you was on Lil Wayne, the Carter 4. We
Yes.
were talking about Andre 3000.
Yes.
You and him were on that interlude track.
Yeah.
Yuck Mouth, Kendrick, Russ, La Russell, 2 Chainz,
Oh, damn.
B.O.B.
Yeah.
Brother Lynch Hung,
Yeah.
ICP,
Yeah.
3-6 Mafia,
Oh,
Bone
yes.
Thugs. I
Oh,
mean,
yes.
and the
Oh,
list
yes.
goes on.
Yes, it does.
Hopsin.
Yeah.
You know, is there an artist that you haven't worked with that you aspire, you know, to work with?
Yeah, man. I've been saying this on every show. I'll be like, I'm still trying to get one in with J. Cole. It'll happen. I think.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Man, it's all about manifestation. So.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm a master manifester. So, you know, I had one for Jay-Z too. You know what I'm saying? Some years back. You know what I mean? I'm ready to go. You know, I got a lot of goats that I've done records with, like
Yeah.
you know, Ice Cube, Scarface. You know what I'm saying? You know, Kendrick, and Eminem, you know, Wayne. You know what I'm saying? This is Tip. You know what I'm saying? All goated niggas, man. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
It's like, I know I forgot some of them.
And they respect
Snoop.
and they respect you and consider you a GOAT.
Yeah. Snoop,
You know what I mean? Like
Snoop,
your peers
E40, you know what I'm saying?
respect-
This is all these people, man, you know what I'm saying? And they call me that as well, but that's why my album after 5816-4 is gonna be called Decorated, because I am such a decorated MC, man.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Now, I am under the hip hop umbrella indeed, but I work with so many different genres, man, you know what I'm saying? And make great music with it too, not like forced or anything. So Decorated is me indeed.
Yeah, nah,
You know
for
what
sure.
I'm saying? Yeah.
So your career, you've always sort of flown under the radar. Was that by design, or was that just the way that it just worked? Just like in terms of, like I would say that your favorite rapper's favorite rapper.
Yeah.
But then when it comes to mainstream, when it comes to the critics, you know, you seem to have kind of flown under the radar.
Yeah, man, we independent, bro, you know, and we gotta use our money and be careful how we use it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And we don't have $10 million, $20 million budgets for what we need to do. Now we do, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, you know, back then, man, you know, it's like, man, we ain't trying to put 500,000 into this song on radio, man.
Right,
Until
right.
we found one, like, oh, well, this one we got to go.
Yeah.
We go every once in a while, you know,
Yeah.
and dip our foot into the mainstream. Let them know I can come get you if I want to.
Yeah.
But you know, those earlier albums and touring and all that, man, has always been under the radar because of our budget.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And it's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool because we budgeted, but at the same time, man, we blew the fuck up.
Absolutely.
Still going.
I mean, when I say, you know, you guys flew under the radar, but then a Forbes list comes out.
Yeah.
And then
That's what woke everybody up, the Forbes list.
Yeah.
Like, high under the radar, we don't know. He ain't on the BET Awards, he ain't on the MTV Awards.
Right.
Where the fuck is Tech-9ne going?
right, but then you're listed as one of the top
Hip-hop cash cows.
grossing, you know, rappers in a list with Jay-Z,
50
Diddy,
Cent.
Wiz, 50 Cent,
yeah.
you know, all of these guys that we know
Yes.
have, you know, made so much
It's
money.
visible.
Yeah.
It's visible. You've seen their ascension. You didn't see my ascension. It was under the radar. It was underground.
When the Forbes list came out, was your reaction like, damn, okay, like don't blow up my spot? Or
That's exactly what my reaction was. Because, like I was saying on the last part, man, I was like, I don't want everybody to know I won the lottery, man.
Yeah.
And Forbes gonna tell everybody, you know, and they did, and I had everybody asking me for what they said I had, you know, and a lot of people got it, you know, because I'm a giving person, you know,
Yeah.
but the IRS got it the most.
Oh
know?
yeah,
Yeah,
nah, for
yeah,
sure.
yeah,
Look,
yeah,
when you doing legit business, boy, Uncle Sam, they come and collect.
Right.
And then I saw you had done a feature with The Rock, with Dwayne Johnson.
Yeah,
And for
yeah.
a long time, he had even been posting you and just saying
sir.
that you were one of his favorite artists.
Yeah, man.
How does it make you feel when people like that, or you know what I mean, come and say that you're one of their favorite artists and that they've been following you for years?
That shit just smacks you in the face. You know, you don't know that's going on while you working. You don't know who your music is reaching. You don't know that when you meet him on the set of Ballers in LA, that he's gonna say, man, I've been tuned into you since Riot Maker 06. What? You never know, man. It just smacks you in the face.
Yeah.
And then you say, hey, when I find it, I'm gonna find you. I found it. Hit him in his DM. Hey, I think I found it. Need an email. He sent all his numbers and an email. Let's go. Boom. Face off is, pew. I didn't even tell ISO and Joey that The Rock was gonna be on it
Oh wow.
because I had no idea I was gonna put The Rock on it.
Yeah.
I needed to get my artist on a song on my album that I was finishing. So I sent it to ISO, sent it to Joey. They killed it. My Uncle Ike was like, man, you need to get that Conor McGregor or somebody on this, man, just to talk on it. I'm like, the Leprechaun dude? He's like, yeah. And I was like, nah, not Conor McGregor. The Rock. He's like, ooh, that would be crazy. And that's when I hit him and boom, like clockwork. And my team got together with his team, $7, and got everything going. He shot the video. Our people, my video crew, Cameron and all them flew out to LA to get the footage of him. I didn't get to be there because I was busy. Turned out perfectly.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? Turned out perfectly. And have somebody of that stature and of, you know, the biggest movie star in the world, you know what I'm saying? To say, no, I want to rap and I want to go fast, homeboy.
Yeah.
I was like, what you want to say? He's it's about drive, it's about power. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, yeah, that's dope.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He kept on saying, you know, words. I was like, yeah, you could put that right there. I just showed him where to place it. You know what I'm saying? How to structure the rhyme. Because he had what he wanted to say. Talented brother, man.
Yeah.
I knew he could do it because of You're Welcome. I can do every natural phenomenon. Look at it. I'm gonna make everything happen. Look at it. I knew he could do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? From watching Moana, you know? I'm like, oh yeah, if Maui can do that,
Yeah.
Dwayne, he can do this.
Nah, for sure. For
You know
sure.
what I'm saying? Face Off. After Tech-9ne raps. After Joey Cool raps. After ISO obliterates it. You know,
Yeah.
I
He
always
came in and held his
always
own.
run to an obliterator. You know what I'm saying? Eminem is an obliterator too. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? You know, ISO is an obliterator as well. You know, and you're gonna have to go after all those choppers. He did it with no shame.
Yo.
One take.
Yeah. He held his
Face
own
off.
too. I was shocked.
You know,
Yeah. Is there anybody who has come to you and said they're a fan of you where you've been shocked, like, how the hell you even know what I do?
a lot of them happened. Quincy Jones was one of them.
Huh.
He signed me in '97.
Yeah.
The Rock-
and
The Rock-
Quincy, he always respected good music
Yes,
and
sir.
always respect, you know.
Yes, sir, man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Quincy Jones, one of them. The Rock was one of them. Tip and Wayne threw me for a loop. Because, you know, I'm underground, man. They mainstream killers, man.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
KRS One blew my mind.
The Blast Master.
Raekwon said it. I'm like, what? Beanie Siegel. You know, when I heard the industry is punks,
Yeah.
I said, that shit right there. I'm
Yeah.
like, holy moly. When I was on the Sprite Liquid Mix tour with
Yeah.
Jay-Z in 311 in 2002.
Word.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I've been in the game for a long time, bro. And I am so thankful. So thankful.
What would you say is one of the biggest life lessons that you learned, being in the game so long and all the experiences that you had?
Life lessons that I'm still trying to perfect. I'm getting good at it though. Emotional intelligence. Emotions make you cry sometimes, but emotions will fuck your whole life up.
Yeah. In a split second.
Emotion make you lose your job, make you lose your girl, your family,
Your freedom.
your freedom, your life. Practicing emotional intelligence for like 7+ years now, you know. Still trying to get a hold of my emotions. If you speak death around me, I'll lose my shit. Speak life. You know, if you threaten me, try not to lose my shit, you know, because emotion make you die sometimes.
It's real.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that's my biggest life lesson I've learned in life is trying to get a hold of our emotions, y'all. You can do so much if you just take 72 hours. 3 days, man. First day, you're gonna be mad. Second day, you're gonna be thinking about it. Third day, you're gonna be like, man, I ain't tripping.
Yeah.
But because we have social media, everybody has a channel. Everything is heightened. Can't make me look stupid on my channel. I'ma pull up. It's the #1 way to die these days.
Nah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So getting a hold of your emotions can save your life, man. Try it.
Yeah.
It ain't being soft. Somebody say something to you, man, you ain't got to headbutt them immediately. You know what I'm saying? Take a minute. Because emotions make you die sometimes.
Now, early in our conversation, you were talking about how your step pops was a Muslim, and you were raised in a pretty strict household.
Yes.
I know you ran away at 17.
Yes.
But when you look back at your life now, do you feel that structure and maybe some of that, you know, strictness that you had received maybe prepared you and helped you to be the disciplined man that you are now and to have been able to be successful and run, you know, the successful companies that you have and all that?
That's exactly what happened, man. As a 17-year-old, you think you know everything. You have the balls to run away from a home to another relative's house and not come back.
Yeah.
Writing this album, 5816 Forest, I found solace, I found resolve, and I found forgiveness from my stepfather, you know what I'm saying? Not for, but from him, you know, because I ran away from his house and never came back. And when I wrote songs like The Punishment, I understand now as a man, and I understood this way back when I was finding my maturity. I found that he was trying to make me a stronger person. I found that he was trying to make me an entrepreneur like himself. Thank God I turned into one, unconsciously, even though I'm conscious. But it was unconsciously that I was doing something and gonna have my own label with my partner Travis O'Gwen, just like my stepfather had his own food business. So does his son Hakeem Hassan, and so does his other son Ramin. We call him Karamin. Man, they both have their own food services, you know, just like their daddy.
Word.
You know, and I'm selling food for thought. You know, he was trying to protect me from the blood neighborhood that I claim these days. He was trying to protect me from the dangers of the street that was right outside my front door. He was trying to keep me off the street by keeping me on punishment for a summer for messing up hella in school. Then the next year I mess up again, I'm on punishment for another summer. Not just a couple of days in the summer and I can go out there and fuck off and get killed in that gang banging neighborhood. He knew, keep that boy in the house. Thank you, Abul Hassan Rasul Khalifa, for taking care of me, man. I am sorry for thinking I knew everything at 17 to run away from your house. Thank you for creating a house for me and my mama and my brothers and sisters. Love you, man.
Word. And before we get out of here, I want to ask you, how do you check in with your mental health? And if you could give people any advice, you know, on just maybe some things that you do to make sure that, you know, you stay with the positive vibrations and things like that.
Mental health starts in the gut. Change the way you eat, and it will change the way you think, baby. Take all that sugar out of your motherfucking stomach, because the gut is connected to the brain. If you're not right down here, you're gonna be fucked up here. Change your diet. That's what I got to tell you. Trust me when I say, look it up. Mental health starts right here. If this is upset, this is upset. Go look into it. Watch what I tell you. Change the way you eat. Change what you're doing to your belly. And you'll change your mind, baby.
And 5816 Forest, when is that dropping?
5816 Forest? Next Friday, man.
Okay.
I don't know if you're dropping this before or after, but in case you're dropping it after, 5816 Forest is out right now, man. Just dropped. June 27th, it dropped. I hope you enjoy it. No, I don't hope you enjoy it, because I'm trying to take hope out of my vocabulary per Dick Gregory. Hope. Hope is for dopes. You know what I'm saying? So I'm confident y'all enjoy it. N9ne?
Yes, N9ne, appreciate you pulling up.
Thank you
jumping
for
off the
having
porch
me,
with
man.
us,
You
bro.
see me shuffling on these
Yeah,
hard-ass stairs,
for
man.
sure,
I ain't got a lot of cushion on my ass, my
Nah,
nigga.
man.
I've been like turning and, you know what I'm saying? I've been doing all this throughout. If you fast forward this or you make it fast motion, I look like this.
Yo, you got any shout outs you want to give before we get out of here too?
Shout out to all the women that are leading the men in a positive direction. Keep on doing it, sisters. We love you. N9ne.
Young man sitting on the front porch thinking how to get on a higher level of some sort. With the skill and dedication comes force, wonder how I'm gonna